right, good evening, everyone. Mike here with the National Weather Service office in Cleveland. Thought we'd give you a little winter storm update since we're right in the middle of the meat and potatoes of this massive winter storm, and it's been plaguing the area all day. It's going to continue through the late evening hours, and we're just about roughly that halfway point with this storm system. Wanted to show you radar first and kind of give you an overlook of what we're seeing across the area. We're seeing heavy snow. I mean, we're seeing heavy snow from all of northwest Ohio, all across the northern Ohio, up into northwest PA. And then we have the wintry mode on here where we can see some of that sleet and freezing rain as well. Now, this is the computer system trying to estimate or trying to give an idea of where that wintry mix is, so it may be a little off, but it's giving us at least a good idea, especially with all the MPing reports that we've had recently. Looking at, look like we had some sleet being reported near Limaville, sleet still being reported on the southern portions of Youngstown, but on the north side of Youngstown looks like it's all snow. Looking at down here by New Philadelphia, even got some unknown precip, which is probably a wintry mix of light freezing rain or freezing rain and sleet down there. Looks like Worcester there at the automated weather station, heavy snow with half-mile visibility. Same thing at Mansfield. Same thing over at Marion, heavy snow 3/4 of a mile. Up at Toledo, we have heavy snow half a mile at Toledo Express, and at Toledo Executive, also heavy snow and half a mile visibility, so very heavy snow. Same thing at Findlay, half a mile heavy snow. Port Clinton, ASOS there, automated weather station, has a 1/4 of a mile heavy snow at the Port Clinton weather station. Let's see, Lorraine, 3/4 of a mile at Cleveland Hopkins, heavy snow, half a mile visibility, 1/4 of a mile or less down at Burke right now, heavy snow. Cuyahoga County Airport reporting heavy snow, 3/4 of a mile. Out at Lost Nation, heavy snow with half a mile visibility. Over toward Ashtabula, looking at half a mile visibility there with heavy snow. Erie, PA, Erie International Airport has half a mile and heavy snow right now. And so you can see this is a wide-reaching storm system. Akron Airport reporting heavy snow and half a mile visibility. So there's kind of overview. Let's see, we'll go down to near Mount Vernon. Mount Vernon, heavy snow and 1/4 of a mile visibility. So as you can see, the entire area of northern Ohio and northwest PA in that 1/4 to half a mile heavy snow, very blustery conditions, and then we still have that wintry mix still impacting parts of Knox County, down toward Holmes, parts of Stark County around the Canton area, south and southeast of Canton area, still seeing that mix, and over toward Youngstown. But you see the whole progression of that wintry mix is slowly moving, slowly creeping to the southeast, and those areas will see more of the heavy snow as well as we go into the evening. Want to show you a couple other things real quick. We'll take a look at the other radar down near Indianapolis. This is Indianapolis radar. We have all this more heavy snow still moving northeast into Ohio. So we got all evening with this heavy snow. In fact, I'm going to show you the broader picture of the radar from all the National Weather Service office radars, and you can see we still have heavy snow back toward portions of Indiana, southern Illinois, Kentucky, even back toward Oklahoma. So we still have to deal with all this all night tonight. So this storm is just about a little halfway done for the impacts of the heavy snow. So again, winter storm warnings still stretch from Texas all the way through the Ohio Valley into New England and up to Maine. So very wide-reaching storm. Ice storm warnings in southern Ohio and most of Kentucky and down toward Memphis. Want to show you some live pictures out there, live cameras. This is the Metro Parks down by Edgewater Beach. You can see that heavy snow out there, and visibilities between half a mile and 1/4 of a mile, with Burke reporting about 1/4 of a mile heavy snow at this time. This is one of the cameras that should see the skyline of Cleveland, and it is completely snow covered and white out, so you can't even see the skyline at Cleveland. Same thing with the camera that's offshore at the crib, just offshore a couple miles. Usually you can see the Cleveland skyline from the crib, and we can't see that because it's snowing so hard. You can see some of the waves, and the lake is kind of open right now, just offshore. So that actually may be enhancing some of our moisture along the lake shore, getting a little bit of an added boost to our snow because the lake is open with no ice right there offshore of the Cleveland area. This is a look at Cuyahoga Falls. The camera is down at downtown Cuyahoga Falls, and looking at a couple shots here. Good thing is the traffic looks like it's at a minimum. Roads are they're treacherous and nasty. Not the best conditions, but if you have to get out, make sure you have a lot of extra time and take it very slow. A lot of extra room between you and the cars in front of you and the cars on either side of you, just in case someone else has to spin out around you, that you have time to react. Don't want to rubberneck anyone in these type of conditions at all. You never know when they slam on their brakes. A couple more camera shots around the metro parks. This is out on the east side, the Chaplain Forest Reservation cam. It looks like heavy snow's falling there. Same thing at Fairport Harbor. We're looking at heavy snow out in the Fairport Harbor cam there with the metro parks. It looks like it's about half a mile visibility, roughly estimating there. So let me take you through the rest of the evening. Radar, I'll put the radar back up here, and I'll show you the high-res model with the HER. This is the triple R. So this is what the radar says with that wintry mix to the far southeast areas of eastern or east central Ohio, basically kind of southeast of the I-71 corridor down toward New Philadelphia, Canton area, south of Youngstown area, over toward Mount Vernon. So here's the radar, and then this is the what we call the triple R, the HER high-res model data all the way through the rest of tonight. 6 p.m. right now, heavy snow across the entire area. We'll step through this hour by hour. 7 p.m., still heavy snow. Maybe starting to see a little lighter snow out toward the far northwest areas, just northwest of Toledo or west of Toledo. 8 o'clock, same thing, kind of trending a little bit lighter out northwest Ohio, but still heavy snow across much of northern Ohio and deeper into our southeast counties of east central Ohio and northwest PA. Same thing at 9 o'clock. By 10 o'clock, may see some of the back edge starting to come into the Toledo area. So Toledo, Bowling Green, you might see that snow kind of be more light in nature, not the heavy snow that you're seeing right now. But we're still seeing moderate to heavy snow along Marion, Mansfield, Cleveland, Ashtabula, up to Erie, PA, Edensboro, Meadville, all Youngstown, through Canton, Millersburg, Mount Vernon. You're in a very heavy snow, still looking at that quarter-mile type visibility with the heavy snow at 10 p.m. As we head deeper into the night, midnight, starting to see that back edge starting to taper off a little bit toward the west. Maybe still see some light snow, but the heavy accumulating snow is over with by midnight for northwest Ohio. But still seeing some accumulating snow for the lakeshore areas, and still moderate to heavy snow for portions of northeast Ohio into northwest PA. Looks like most of the mix is probably out of here by midnight and pushing southeastward into Pittsburgh's area. By 2 a.m., you kind of see still not much change. You're still seeing light to moderate to pockets of heavy snow at 2 a.m., 3 a.m. 4 a.m. we're starting to notice, about 4 a.m. in the morning, we're starting to notice the back edge kind of creeping more toward Sandusky, Norwalk, Marion. You still might be seeing some flurries, but the snow is starting to taper off for northwest Ohio. Still seeing light to moderate snow for northeast Ohio and northwest Pennsylvania down into central Ohio. By 7 o'clock, we'll stop at 7. Most of the storm system is out of here by 7 in the morning. But don't let your guard down thinking the road's going to be magically okay at 7 a.m. tomorrow morning. There's going to be a lot of cleanup, a lot of catching up for road crews out there across the area. We might still see some light snow and light accumulations in the morning with this kind of band pushing through northeast Ohio and northwest Pennsylvania. But again, the majority of the storm system is winding down for northern Ohio and northwest Pennsylvania by 7 a.m. in the morning. So just wanted to let you look at this a little bit to see between now, which is about roughly 6:24, between now and midnight, we're still looking at the really nasty, treacherous winter storm conditions across the area, and you got to be very, very careful if you are venturing out. So I'm gonna put the radar back up. If you have any questions, let's see if I could. All right, let's see if I got any questions here. Put this back up. Okay, so Michelle, thanks for joining us. Ronnie, thanks for joining us. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. I'm not sure if you're in the Cleveland area, Ronnie. I think that. Let's see. Let's see. Cleveland snowplow tracker. I think there is a website on the city government website. Here we go. I think we got it right here, and I can put this in chat. So if you're in the city limits of Cleveland, you can look at the snow tracker or snow plow tracker here. I'll put this link in there for Cleveland area. So I put that in the chat for you. Again, this is on their city government website here. You can see the live conditions of where the plows are and what they've been through in different neighborhoods. So I put that in there for you guys. Okay, let's see if we got any more questions. Let me go scroll back through here. Thanks for joining us, Ashley Smith. Thanks for joining us, Andy. When is it supposed to end? I'm not sure where you are, Andy, but in Northwest Ohio, probably going to be tapering off closer to 10, 11. North Central, Northeast Ohio, it's going to be after midnight. So we got 4, 5, 6 more hours of this really heavy snow across much of the area, and it's snowing about 1 to 2 inches per hour. In fact, I'm going to see if I can pull this camera around just a little bit and show you outside. You probably can't see it. No, but I don't think you can. We have a good shot of 480 over there, again, cameras. It looks like it's still snowing pretty hard. Again, we got 3 other meteorologists here through the evening, keeping the forecast updated and keeping our eyes on snowfall reports. And that's the other thing. If you have any snowfall reports that you can safely measure, that would be very helpful. It is challenging. I'm not going to lie. We've had some challenges trying to get accurate measurements because of the wind and the drifting of the snow. So when it comes to measuring, try to take averages across the yard or across where you're measuring, because drifts are going to be much higher, and that's not an accurate snowfall report. So you might have a drift of 2 to 3 feet, and then other areas in the yard might barely have several inches. So you're going to have to try to find an area to take a measurement that's more representative of the average scope of the snowfall in that general location. But anything that could be helpful, that would be great. Again, it's going to be very challenging with all the wind and blowing and drifting of the snow. So let's see if we got any more questions before I let you go. Let's see. Mike says it's been pretty rough there in southern Lorain County. Yes, this is a higher end winter storm conditions for us. So this is a lot, as we've been saying since this past weekend. This was going to be a long duration storm, unlike the storm that we had a few weeks ago during MLK weekend. That storm was very potent, but it happened in 12 to 18 hours, and we got those massive snowfall totals in just a very quick amount of time. Very impressive for having that type of snowfall amounts in 12 to 18 hours. This storm system had 2 parts to it. It had an initial wave on Wednesday night, with rain changing over to wintry mix of snow, and then the heart of the storm is now moving over us right now. So this was a multi-day, multi-facet type system, long duration storm, which we were advertising, and was going to have a very wide impact, high impact across not only our local area, not only across Ohio, but across much of the country. In fact, looking back at this map, 2,200 miles from the southwestern portions of Texas along the Mexico-Texas border, all the way up to Maine, 2,200 miles of winter storm warning conditions. So very rough conditions for them, where they can't deal with it down in the deep south, all the way up to the Ohio Valley, where we are more accustomed to it here for winter storms. But this is a pretty good winter storm for us here locally. And still looking at, on average, you're still totally looking for about 8 to 12 inches on average across the area when this is all said and done. Again, it's going to be a little hard to get those accurate measurements, but that's what we're still looking at, up to a foot of snow possible when this is all said and done by tomorrow morning as a storm total for the past day, 2 days. Okay, so we got any more questions? All right. Let's see. Okay. Let's see, there's a little bit of freezing. Yeah, down by Akron, there's a line between, let's say, Knox County, Holmes, Stark County, Summit County, Portage, Trumbull, and Mahoney County. You guys, unfortunately, had a lot more wintry mix with that freezing rain, sleet. We've had some reports of quite a bit of sleet accumulations, which is kind of tapered off your snowfall. But you're going to still get some decent snowfall tonight as that wintry mix moves on out and changes all to snow. But again, light glazing down there, so it's very tricky down there. Lots of exposed objects, and there's a pretty healthy glaze of ice from the freezing rain down in that part of the Ohio down there. Especially if you're heading or know people, friends or family, or traveling southward. Strongly not recommended because they're having more ice down in southern Ohio with that ice storm warning. So very treacherous conditions further south. Luckily, we've had more snow up in this part of the state, but this is a very heavy snow as well. All right, so we'll wrap up things here. Thanks, Terry, for joining us. Thanks, Robert. If we see anything interesting later this evening, we may do another Facebook Live, may or may not. But again, stay safe out there. Be careful on the roads, and we'll talk to you later.